Kabe Shime. This is a standing strangle. The strangle itself is going to be what they call in judo kata juji jime, similar to what we call ichimanji jime, but our hands are not at different lengths. They're right next to each other. I will go into all the different strangles. There's a separate video on that listed as nami juji, gyaku juji, ichimanji, and tsukikomi jime. But the strangle that we're looking for is when one finger's in on one side, thumb in on the other. Usually the hand on top is going to be the thumb in, one underneath is going to be the fingers in. This is the strangle that I'm looking for. The same one that we do on ichibanji, but again, like I said, the hands are not at different lengths. They're right next to each other like our other strangles. I'm going to do this standing. Go in for my strangle while we're standing, and then I'm going to use counter pressure, first on the wall, then on the floor. For demonstrative purposes, I have a gi. I put a mobility tool, a roller in to create the neck. I go in for my strangle, fingers in underneath, thumb in on top, and I've got the strangle. Again, there's more detail on the strangles on the other video, just working on Kabe Shime specifically today. Once I've got that strangle, I'm going to push them up against the wall. I have to reinforced, and I'm going to use my head. I'm pushing my head into my hands. It's going to make it a tighter strangle and harder for them to get a hand in to try to protect themselves. Get the hands in, ready for the strangle, push them against the wall, so to sink, drive my head into the strangle. Arguably the technique is finished at that point. They lose consciousness, you can let them slide down to the floor and have a seat. Typically we will go ahead and do a throw on this one. I'm going to throw towards the side. The hand that's underneath, I'm going to turn it that way. You'll see when you try this, it's a little bit harder to go across your body. So that with the side with the hands underneath, when the fingers are in, that's the direction I'm going to turn. The hand on top of the thumbs is pushing and turning towards that direction. Turn, you can do whatever throw you want. From here, Hane Goshi I find is a nice throw. Maybe get the hip through a little further. Sotomomo Burai. You can even do Suigetsukan, a dropping throw. Whatever you're going to do, when you've finished, get them all the way to the floor and go down with them. Still, my hands have not left the strangle where it is. They're down, and again, I'm going to reinforce, driving my head into the strangle to finish it off. Give it more pressure and to keep them from getting their hand in to counter that. Now, safety tip. When you're doing this with somebody that you care about, which should be most people in the dojo anyways, not putting this in an application, I'm going to take a few steps away from the wall before I throw. I usually take 3 steps. If I just go from here and throw, they're going to smack their heels on the back of the wall. So, each, knee, san, and throw. Kabe Shime.